have on the back.
Alright, we Gucci. Wait. Shit. Well, we gotta get a drink. What's going on, beautiful people? I am the Grandmaster, and I also go by D Great, and I am your coach of the San Diego Snugglers, and this is gonna be an epic bout between us and the New York Yampers, coached by Trogaholic. Sorry, brother, if I butchered your name. If you guys are excited for this matchup, do me a massive favor, please, and hit the thumbs up button. Compose yourself, and then, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you guys get notified every single time we post a new video. And yeah, it's gonna be a phenomenal game because our backs are against the wall. I'm pretty sure this is like a must win. I'm pretty damn positive it's a must win. We're like on the tail end of playoffs, and there's either you're really, really good or you're horrific in regards to your schedule. Not your schedule, your record. So either you're on this side of the table with the cool kids, or on the other side of the table with not so cool kids that are still really cool that have not so good records, and we're trying to fight into the playoffs. That is where we are sitting. So it's gonna be balls against the wall, guys. Let's just get it popping. The New York Yampers is a pretty threatening squad, to be honest with you, really. I am very concerned with his threats. He's got a lot of really good Pokemon. So below Mimikyu is the squad. So he has a Corviknight, very good steel and flying type Pokemon. I'm very tired of fighting fucking Corviknights, but it is what it is. We have a Dracovish, very threatening Pokemon. This thing hits like an absolute truck if you use it correctly. Vicious Rend just blows teams upside down, backwards, flips them around, and bends them over. So Dracovish is going to be a massive threat, a very good water dragon type Pokemon. With the strong jaw ability, he's got an Incineroar with Intimidate, can be really, really annoying. Fire and dark type Pokemon. Has access to Parting Shot, which makes it a phenomenal mon in my opinion. This thing has to be like at least tier 2 moving forward in my opinion. Gardevoir, very good Psychic and Fairy type Pokemon with the ability Trace, which could be kind of a pain in the ass, so we want to make sure that we get that taken care of. Gardevoir needs to be in check, and I think we have the team to do it. Mudsdale, very thick horse. Shout out to a little bit of spit came out there. Mudsdale, very thick ground type Pokemon. Shout out to Shay and to JB. That mon always reminds me of them. Very good in regards to its stamina ability. It just gets super thick. So we gotta bop that boy. Gengar is his G-Max Pokemon. Obviously he has to bring that because it's a Gengar. Luckily he has to hold a ball of some sort. Pokeball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball. Master Ball preferred. But still very fast, base 110. Hits like an absolute truck with base 130 special attack. Could be very threatening in regards to its Sledge Wave G-Max move being Max Ooze, boosting its special attack by 1. We know all about this Pokemon because we have it in the IBL. On the bench, I think he's going to have Sock, his fighting type mon with Mold Breaker. Boltund, very fast mon. Hits 190 speed, I think, which is crazy. Doesn't really have access to hit ground types, but it's unrelated to the team that we brought. With the strong draw ability, he's got Vanillix for the hail. Aurora Veil shenanigans could be something he may want to do. The Beartic is his Slush Rush Pokemon. Hits like an absolute truck, base 130 attack, I believe. And then he has his Grass type, which is the Trevenant. Very cool Pokemon. I love Trevenant. Such an awesome design. Could be really annoying with Harvest, Will-O-Wisp, Sub, Protection shenanigans, but I don't think that it comes. But if he brings the Trevenant, it's because he's afraid of Excadrill, honestly. But at the same time, Corviknight kind of walls Excadrill, so we didn't bring Excadrill. Spoilers. Now, the team that we decided to bring. What did we decide to bring? The first mon on the squad is going to be, Snacks? Snacks the Rotom with hella ribbons. Snacks is going to be coming with the Timid Nature, the moveset of Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, and Defog. We absolutely get walled by Mudsdale, but the good part about it is with the Levitate ability, we are immune to his Earthquakes, and we can burn it. We want to burn the Mudsdale. That would be phenomenal. We want to burn the Mudsdale. We do live a jolly. Max attack, Strong Jaw Vicious Rend from a Dracovish, but we do not live an adamant one. So if he knocks us out from full, that guarantees us and it confirms us that that Pokemon is adamant. Volt Switch is there for pivot. Obviously, if we get blocked by the Mudsdale, we can burn it the next turn. It's also there to hit the Corviknight extremely hard, and it's able to pivot around the entire team. Pain Split is there for longevity, as well as to chip down his team. Defog is to make sure that we get rid of those hazards. He is running the heavy duty boots with the fur this week, with the EV spread of 236 in HP, 100 in special attack, 172 in speed, running the timid nature, like I said. So this is here for hazard control and to chip his team as much as humanly possible and burn everything. Corviknight, burn it. Dracovish, burn it. Mudsdale, burn it. So, and then Gengar, whatever, burn it. Chip that thing down. That would be great. So that's the idea behind our Rotom this week. Shout out to the next member of the squad making its second appearance this season. We have Dassarock, aka Crustle. So Crustle's coming with the Shell Armor ability, means that we cannot be crit because we are so fat. Check out the defense stat. We have our HP stat of the HP EVs of 252, 212 in defense, 44 in speed def, running the Impish nature. Leftovers is there for our longevity, obviously, because this thing soaks up hits against his team. We're able to soak up Brave Birds from Corviknight. We're even able to soak up Iron Heads from Corviknight because we're expecting it to be pretty specially defensive. I expect the Corviknight to be specially defensive with bulk up, or physically defensive with Brave Bird, Iron Head, and Body Press and Roost, which could be pretty good for us. So the moveset that we have is Stone Edge for stab. Body Press is there for the Incineroar, actually, because Body Press is going to be hitting so hard, and after an Intimidate, it doesn't matter because you do use your defense stat for Body Press, so it's able to bop the Incineroar super hard, and we can chew some Flare Blitzes crazily enough, right? The Protect is there to scout, and it's there to get more lefties recovery. And Stealth Rock is there because it's going to be very important for chipping down his team. He doesn't have a spinner, so he's forced to defog with his Corviknight, which I don't think he brings, in order to remove hazards. So we don't have a hazard remover. We do. We have hazard removal in Rotom, but we want to make sure that we're able to get the Stealth Rocks up for his team for the Incineroar. Really everything, honestly. It does really good against this team. So shout out to Crustle coming for the second time this league, and it's coming in its natural state, very fat. Dassarock. The next mondo we decided to bring is going to be, hey, Air Force Uno the Dragapult with the Dream Ball, Shadow Ball, Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, and U-Turn. This is going to be a Choice Specs set. He's got no normal type, so that means that Shadow Ball is free. He does have an Incineroar, we do understand that, but once we can chip down the Incineroar, nothing's stopping us from going for Shadow Balls. I debated between Shadow Ball and Hex because we have Will-O-Wisp and Spoiler's Toxic as well, but I think Shadow Ball is just going to be better in regards to getting the better damage if we can't get the status off for whatever reason. Dragon Pulse is there because we knock out an outspeed, a max speed, we outspeed, listen to this. Dragapult is so fast, it outspeeds a Jolly max speed Dracovish Choice Scarfed. It knocks it out with a Dragon Pulse if it's not invested. I'd rather have Dragon Pulse, 1, because I don't want to miss Dracos, and 2, that way I can continue to spam it once Gardevoir is gone without dropping my special attack, which could be pretty clutch against his team. Shadow Ball, like I just talked about. Thunderbolt is there because it does 2-hit KO a max specially defensive Corviknight, and at 2 shots, a non-speed def invested Dracovish. Yeah, he does have a Mudsdale, but again, we can switch in with our Rotom on that thing and burn it and then deal with it that way. So that can be pretty good. And plus, I don't think Mudsdale really want to switch, stays in on Rotom because he's probably going to be afraid of blizzards. U-Turn is there for pivot in case I can scare him out. That could be pretty clutch. So like I said, we have enough speed on this thing. We're running Timid to outspeed a Jolly Choice Scarf Dracovish by 1 point. And the rest is in special attack, 252 and then 36 in HP. That's the idea behind our Infiltrator Dragapult, which is actually pretty clutch because Gardevoir can come in, and if we can drop its Spadef with Shadow Ball, we don't want it to have Clear Body because he would trace it and then we wouldn't be able to drop its special defense. So we want to have Infiltrator to be able to get behind some screens if he decides to bring that with one of his Pokemon, especially his Vanillux. which could be really, really tough to deal with if otherwise. So we're prepared for screens in case he does bring that. So that's the idea behind our Dragapult. The next mon that we decided to bring is going to be Gypsy is coming back for the second time this season. Dark Pulse, Power Gem, Thunderbolt, and U-Turn with the Assault Vest this week. This is going to be our dedicated check to our Gengar matchup. Fur Coat is there to get super bulky on the defensive side. It reduces physical attacks by 50%. Dark Pulse is there for Stab. Power Gem is there for the Incineroar. Thunderbolt is there for the Corviknight. And U-Turn is there for Pivot. So the idea is to be able to, I'm able to live 1 or 2 Shadow Balls from a timid max special attack Gengar, and we're able to actually live with this investment. Shout out to OG Albina, a Fishious Rend from full, in case if we absolutely have to. So we live a Fishious Rend. Shout out to Owen, shout out to OG Albina for the set. Hopefully Gypsy makes you proud, my dude. So our Persian is going to come in clutch this game. Next mon that we decided to bring is going to be a Milotic, aka El Guapo. Milotic is coming with Scald, Toxic, Dragon Pulse, and Recover. Scald is there for stab and to burn stuff. And then Toxic is there to be able to Toxic the Gardevoir if I can. And if I can Toxic the Mudsdale, that would actually be pretty clutch as well. I would prefer to burn it, but I can also Toxic it. That could be pretty clutch. Dragon Pulse is there because we are not 2-hit KO'd by a Adamant Max Attack Fishious Rend, which is absolutely insane. And then we can 2-KO it back with Dragon Pulse, and Recover is there for longevity. The EV spread that we have on this thing is 252 in HP, 236 in defense, 20 in Spidef, running the, I believe this is the Bold nature? Yeah, Bold. So, very thick mon. I'm running it with Leftovers and the Marvel Scale ability in case he decides to try and Toxic us with the Mudsdale. That way we can get the defense boost, but still being able to not get chipped down by Flame Orb. So we don't want to get the Flame Orb chip and still have to take hits from Dracovish, which could be not productive. And then our dedicated knockoff switch in to Incineroar is going to be Aria. Shout out to baby girl Aria, running the Serene Grace ability this week. Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, and Roost. It's going to be a Choice Scarfed. And even though we lose our Choice Scarf, we're still able to outspeed Corviknight, Dracovish, Incineroar, and Mudsdale. So 4 out of the 6 Pokemon that I expect him to bring, we still outspeed even without our Choice Scarf. So if we have to have a designated item to lose from knockoff from Incineroar, Togekiss is going to be the one to do so, because it can eat one of those dark type hits and then just do massive damage. I can chip it down with flinches from Air Slash. The EV spread that we have on our Togekiss is 4 in HP, 20 in defense, 252 in special attack, 4 in speed death, 220 in speed, and the modest nature. So this is here to poke holes. Poke holes as much as humanly possible. I'm not really afraid of the Bolton coming, to be honest. I don't think the Bolton comes, and if it does, we have ways to deal with it, naming Crustle. Crustle deals with Bolton pretty well. Even though we don't have Earthquake, it still hits it really hard with both Body Press and with Stone Edge. So this is going to be the team. Again, shout out to OG Albina for the set for the Persian, and yeah, we're gonna hop into the game with Trog right now. We were scheduled for right now, so we're about to hop into the game. You will see the matchup tomorrow. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Wish us luck. Like I said, balls to the wall. Let's get it. I'm gonna get the heck up out of here. Have a great rest of your night, and above all else, be nice. Peace.